Buenas a todos, aquí Banir. Y a todo esto se me han cambiado las espadas. Otra vez. Creo que ya la tenía antes, la espada esa, pero se me han cambiado. Vamos. A ver qué nos cuentan. Otra vez en un campamento de guerra.
Our armorer, busy as ever with military commissions, but he'll take a private commission from time to time.
Vale, lo tendré en cuenta. Cómo mola la espada de plata. Y tiene las cabezas de lobo. Tiene 4 cabezas de lobo ahí.
We don't have all day.
Que sí, ya, vamos.
Yes?
Take me to the king. I've seen enough military camps in my day.
That I cannot, Witcher. I'm to keep an eye on you.
¿Quieres hacer de niñera?
Really want to babysit me?
You're right. Let's go.
Acción fallida. Puedo apagarlo y encenderlo. Me gusta cuando hace los signos. Oh. Ahí está el cuchillo de espada bastarda. Oh, esta me gusta. A ver. Habrá que tirar algo. Esta es 9-12. La espada bastarda 9-13 y esta 13-18. Ah, nada. Pues vamos a soltar mierda. Y esto de mejora de armadura, ¿dónde lo pongo? Supongo que dará igual, ¿no? Tengo la chaqueta esta de combate y la chaqueta ligera de cuero. Ah, pero tengo la armadura esta de cuervo, que es del de Witcher 1, que la conseguimos allí. Como se conserva en la partida.
Did they hire a witcher?
How's it going, lads?
I can't feel me plowing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some replacements?
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Yeah.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Godspeed, Zivik.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
Ha! A witcher!
The king must have summoned him to fight the
Bien, habla con el rey. Cuando no esté jugando me dedicaré un poco a explorar el campamento.
Nearly everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that. Impressive.
I find it hard to wean myself off life.
As do we all. However, in all my career as an ambassador of His Imperial Majesty, I have never met anyone quite as talented at surviving as you. I took the liberty of checking some rumors about you. I'll say it again. Impressive. Are you seeking employment? I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
¿Qué hace aquí su
What's the Emperor's
excelencia?
envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition. His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kedweni King.
¿Estás seguro de que no podéis contarme nada, excelencia?
You sure they're that big a secret? I mean, they could be important to me.
I can reveal one thing. The Emperor was very moved to hear the White Wolf had returned. He asked me to investigate the matter personally and submit a report.
Why do I interest him?
He didn't say. His Imperial Majesty keeps his motivations to himself.
Lo siento por
Foltest was
Foltest.
a good king. Shame he ended that way.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Matthias. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. Rumors abound. Do you know anything about her?
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
Eso es asunto nuestro.
Witchers and sorceresses don't generally share that kind of information.
I understand it's a delicate matter. All right then. Allow me to ask about something else. I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
Perhaps you could be a bit clearer, Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Merigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
Ella tiene sus amistades. No me gusta teorizar.
I'm a witcher. I rarely theorize. Killing monsters is purely practical.
I don't doubt it. Though sometimes a single understatement can speak more than 1,000 words. So I thank you for your silence, Witcher. Do you have other questions?
Why are you so interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
Me mola la armadura del tío de atrás. ¿Y ahora dónde?
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt. No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not go far. Radovid is en route to Lochmuin. Perhaps he has already arrived. We'll meet there.
Lochmuin? An ancient elven city quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council. They sent out invitations to all the kings.
Oh, oh. Eso de que haya enviado invitaciones a todos los reyes. Se ponen firmes.
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death. Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
Justicia.
Justice.
A slippery thing, I'd say. It really depends on your point of view. So, you claim you did not kill Foltest. Do you know who did?
Sí.
A witcher named Letho.
Do you know each other?
No lo sé.
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me. It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kedwenny saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tarnasaville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorbith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages as usual have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. a witcher's sword. Will you manage this task?
Me ocuparé.
Yeah, I'll manage.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity. And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on. Now, leave me alone.
Que activo la maldición.
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
Is that important?
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
¿Sabéis quién cojones la
As we
maldición?
forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisig's. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
¿Por qué condenasteis a Sabrina?
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Vandegrift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening, when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwenis and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable. When the likes of Glevisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
¿Por qué atacó Sabrina a su propio
What
bando?
drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Ha! Only to herself.
¿Cómo os maldijo Sabrina exactamente?
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
Bueno, adiós, Alteza. Nivel ganado.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
Vale.
Greetings, Geralt.
Triss ha desaparecido con el asesino.
Foltest's killer forced Triss to teleport him to Vergen. They're somewhere nearby.
That nosy little meddler Triss used my megascope to accomplish that. But I suppose I should be grateful. After all, I might have been the Kingslayer's victim. Even if Triss is in Vergen, I cannot locate her. This damn fog prevents any kind of magical probing.
¿Qué sabes de la cacería
A sorceress
salvaje?
like you must know bundles about paranormal phenomena.
Any mage's knowledge has little to do with superstitions.
The Wild Hunt's no superstition.
Indeed, the phenomenon exists.
I want to know everything about it, including what you know.
You're out of luck. I've never concerned myself with it. I'm also not interested in whirlwinds or hailstorms.
A Deathmold no le gustas.
It's pretty obvious you and Deathmold don't exactly get along.
Deathmold is an overgrown baby. A fine match for King Henselt. The problem is that he's as jealous as he is childish. He claims I wish to steal his position at the Kedweni court. Nothing could be more absurd.
Así que decidiste quedarte en el baño de
I'd
Ponta.
assumed that after killing the Kayran, the Pontar Valley would hold no further interest for you.
You know nothing about me, Witcher. I'm here because 2 northern monarchs were murdered. It's quite probable Henselt is next on the list. We don't need another country descending into chaos. King Henselt cannot die. I'll make sure of that.
Vale, el hechicero debe estar aquí.
Look at that, boys.
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
El tiempo lo dirá.
That remains to be seen.
Shake my hand, Geralt, to mark the beginning of our friendship. Don't worry, I've no poison needle up my sleeve.
Como quieras.
I believe one can learn much about a man from his handshake.
Learned anything?
You have the handshake of a warrior. Strong, decisive, dominating. You're the conquering type. The kind women love.
I was asking about the curse.
Ah, of course. What would you like to know?
¿Has eliminado alguna munición antes?
Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears and a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved. Best in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banir.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework.
¿Cómo funciona la maldición de
Explain this
sangre?
blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood. Best done at midnight, surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevis's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the great encyclopedia of curses, spells and prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tassard of Ries and Margarita Lantier, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
Muy bien, los leeré.
Tome.
¿Seguro que Sabrina lanzó la maldición?
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Positively. Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation. In any case, Sabrina Glevisig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely. Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
No todos los espectros eran agresivos.
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs, is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these Draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them, apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you.
¿Por qué Herzel sigue
Why
vivo?
is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevisig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the battle of specters. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt. First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death.
¿Qué ocurre con las
We got
monedas?
a comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you.
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it.
Una maldición de sangre suele requerir
If I'm not
sangre.
mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy. The minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
Bueno, ya hemos preguntado todo. Manos a la obra.
Death mold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost, and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
Alguien lo predijo.
The only diviner I've ever trusted told me.
Interesting. That being?
A drunkard and a fool in love. He's dead, but keep your nose out of my past.
Vale. Tenemos que buscar cositas. Pregunta al campamento que voy por el símbolo de coraje.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs.
Habla con los soldados sobre la conspiración de Herset. Tenemos bastantes misioncillas.
What else am I to do? Greetings! This mist strife. Who do I spy if not the famed Geralt?
You seem to know me, but I have no idea.
And you're worse off for that, for I can make you even more famous.
You write ballads or something?
I've no notion of songs, but the king's vested me with the task of organising knightly tourneys. A swordmaster like you must be eager to show off his skills. Knightly tournaments are a pastime for real men.
Does King Henselt have any interests besides fighting?
We value knightly tradition in Kedwin. Only duels in the arena let a knight stay in good form and hone his skills.
Adiós.
What do you want? Normally I only talk to drunks.
¿Has oído hablar sobre las monedas cuadradas?
Seen any square coins around here?
Square coins and white mice are good signs you had enough of the booze. I need to find me mate. Let me be.
I'm done with
What do you want?
¿Buscas a Odrin?
I heard you calling for Aldrin.
That's right, I'm looking for him, so I called out. Got a problem with that?
I used to know a man named Aldrin.
Not that same guy.
How do you know?
Odrin never deal with your kind. A right and true man, that one. Drinking without him's like ploughing without a woman.
As long as they pay us.
Oh, esto es lo que tira. Ya no me deja hablar con él.
What is it, Witcher?
¿Quién es Odrin?
Who's this Aldrin you're calling out for? A Kedweni god of some sort?
Odrin, a god? If you suggested the god of drinking, I might agree. He's a mate. We agreed to meet at the tavern, but he's gone and got lost. If you find him, tell him we're waiting.
How will I know it's him?
Oh, you'll know Odrin. Nobody quite like that cunt.
Greetings!
bloody salutations. Square coins.
Y ahora me deja hablar con este.
As long as they pay us, I'll sit it out.
Here, boy! Greetings!
Aldrin!
A bit scared of going against the saint.
The enemy have fed you their propaganda.
Madre mía, qué tíos más pesados.
She's truly an anointed virgin.
Ah, don't worry about it. The Witcher will take care of everything.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
No puedo hablar con este, parece un personaje.
Greetings.
Damn it. This is a brothel, not a military camp.
Buah, este campamento es súper grande. ¿Cómo voy a encontrar algo aquí? Vamos a ver las misiones que tenemos del capítulo 2. Símbolo del coraje. A ver. No me sale nada. Uf, pues como tenga que ir preguntando uno por uno.
Say something.
Qué coñazo, ¿no? Oh.
Leave me be, father. Leave you be? Your life's at stake. Why, your mother would have my head if anything happens to you. No. This is about my honor. And plough what mother does to you. I'll practice. I must prepare.
Habla con el padre del soldado veterano.
I must train. No time for idle chatter.
Estos están jugando los dados.
Why didn't they turn out like his mum?
Mind if I join you?
Think I've the right to stop you from taking a free stool?
No right, but you might not want company while you drink.
And why might you want to drink with me?
Necesito
Always
ayuda.
better to talk business over a tankard. Let me buy a round.
All the same to me.
Getting sad drunk.
Mm-hmm. My son's decided to kill himself. He's decided to duel Letant Avid, known as the Butcher of Sidorus. All in all, that makes him a dead man.
¿Quién es Letande?
Letant Avid. Who's that?
A killer.
Plenty of those in the army.
No, killing enemies is not the same as slaughtering your own countrymen. The Butcher likes the latter, and he's good at it. The best.
¿Esto va a ser un duelo?
They're going to duel to the death?
Are you that ignorant? We've been sitting here for weeks. Nothing is happening, and hence said don't like that, so he's organised some diversions.
You mean tournaments?
Not like tournaments, more like murders. Mock battles without the mocking. The jailers really leave the arena on their own 2 feet. When our unit learned that 6th Company was putting forward the Butcher of Sidorus, there were no volunteers, so we drew straws and it fell to Sven.
He can't back out?
He can, but he won't. I've pleaded, I've begged, but my son's a stubborn one. The pup's got honour. But what gives honor to a corpse?
Deja que te ayude.
If I helped you,
What kind of question is that?
could I count on you in return?
Save my son, and there won't be a thing I wouldn't do to aid you.
I take that as your vow. Where's Sven?
Training in front of the canteen, near the mercenary's tent. You'll know him when you see him. Why did he have...
Vale, vamos a hablar con Sven. El niño
Are you
este.
Sven?
Who's asking?
Somebody who just might save your ass.
Piss off!
Deja de hacerte el
I
bravucón.
wouldn't play the hero if I were you.
You don't know me.
I spoke to your father.
Ha! I'll wager he told you the sad story of Sven, who needs to be rescued.
I'm no wandering knight, and you're no princess in distress. I promised your father I'd help you.
Then go back and ask his pardon for tricking him.
Will you feel better when they kill you?
I'll certainly feel worse if I cower out.
I'm the last one who'd ask you to do that.
What will you do? Summon the butcher and send him out on an urgent mission to deflower the Virgin of Edern?
No, we'll fight as a pair against Latond and his second. Your honor will remain untouched, like a 12-year-old nun's petal.
Why do you wish to help me?
Me gustaría igualar las
I'm not a
cosas.
fan of uneven fights.
How much did he pay you?
Your father could never afford my fee.
Vale, vamos a retarle al combate. ¿Dónde está? ¿Es este enano? No, supongo que estará dentro de la tienda.
Surprised! They have a hand in
Este.
every rebellion, every evil cause.
I'm looking for Letond Avet, the butcher of Cidaris.
What do you seek?
Un
I want
adversario.
to try my luck.
Strange. Most shit themselves at the sight of my sword.
They say you're equal to a witcher in a fight.
They lie. I'm better.
We'll see.
You'll need to wait. I've a fight lined up already.
We could always duel in pairs. I look around and I see the cream of Kedweni knights. Someone's bound to agree.
I am Edwin Lysam, known also as the Petal. If Latond will have me, I'll gladly stand at his side.
Why do they call you the Petal? I've no need for one who ploughs maidens simply for the pleasure of deflaring them.
You offend me greatly, Latond. I owe the moniker to the fact that I place flower petals in the mouths of the foes I defeat.
I'll be glad to see anything stuffed in the Witcher's mouth. So be it.
You know me, I'm not prejudiced. But I don't get
Vale.
what's wrong with those.
Bien, por fin podemos completar una misión porque las otras no tengo ni idea de lo que hay que hacer.
Aunt? Has he agreed?
Yes,
Some whoresome, eh?
unique among them. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Va, me la suda un poco, no hay tiempo que perder.
Let's go get him.
Most gracious king, noble lords, men-at-arms, shortly in the arena you shall witness the famed Letond. So
Voy a
as
usar el
the
Irden.
butcher
Yo creo que
of
es el más
Cidaris,
útil.
at whose side shall stand the honorable Edwin the Petal Lysam. Opposing them are Sven of somewhere and Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. May the gods favor the better men. Begin!
Anyone know what it's all about?
Uno menos.
Anyone know what it's all about?
Hail to the victor! Glory to the vanquished! The prize in the contest was a noble title. Our gracious and merciful ruler, King Henselt, shall generously bestow this upon the young Sven. Heralds will announce these subsequent duels. Long live King Henselt! Long live Kedwin!
Vale, ya está. Easy. Es que
Thank you.
El Irden es súper
Salvaged
poderoso.
my honor.
He salvaged that foolish head of yours.
I'm a knight now. The king himself will do the honors.
You were born in a pigsty with the labour came to your mother 18 springs ago. Nothing'll change that. Witcher, I said you could demand what you will, and my word's no worse than a noble's.
You demanded payment for helping me?
Nada es gratis en esta
Everything
vida.
has its price.
What is it you wish?
Information on those who carry square coins.
Father!
Silence! Why do you need to know?
Necesito saber qué está pasando.
I just need to know what this is all about.
It's a long story.
I've got time.
It started before the victory at Brenna, when we split Edirn between ourselves and Nilfgaard. We were shamed throughout the north.
What's that got to do with the coins?
Everyone wanted to thrash the Black Ones, not play brother to them. A group of officers hatched a plot. The coins their mark. I don't know who gathered the first group of plotters, but the seeds of the scheme fell on fertile soil and sprouted quickly. Then came Brenna, and it all died down. The plotters themselves lost direction, though it seems they resurfaced recently.
Is Henselt dealing with Nilfgaard again?
Who knows? But he's welcomed that shriveled old bat here and spends time in discussions with him. That plot, well, the lads just want to prevent the Black Ones from meddling in our affairs. Not more.
You know a lot. You got a coin?
Yeah, I'm old, and know that he who gains power loses his heart. I'm past the age of taking the crown off one head and placing it on another. But my son still believes a monarch can be just. Why must you know if I've a coin?
I can't say.
And neither can you, father.
An old soldier's word is no handful of hay with which to wipe your arse.
I'll have naught to do with this.
Go to Madame Carl's brothel and ask for Whistling Wendy. The madam will take you to her tent and leave you alone. Wendy will ask what you wish. Tell her you want her smile to open the gates of paradise. Are we even?
Yeah.
And beware of Vincent Trott. He may be hiding with the conspirators. Dangerous man, that one.
Deathmole's looking for him. And if he finds him, we may all end up tasting the executioner's axe. That scoundrel falls into the sorcerer's hands. He'll give us all up to save his own skin.
I'll be careful.
Trott wears a magic suit of armor. He could prove a difficult foe, even for you.
Vale.
Witcher,
What?
the king is impressed with your skills. He's called on me to organize a tournament.
If this goes on, his entire army will be slaughtered before he moves against Edirn.
This time it'll be a tourney of knights. None of that slaughter for the riffraff to enjoy. The king will reward the winners handsomely. If you're interested, find me by the arena.
Puede ser interesante.
This mist's driving me crazy.
Odren, Odren. Odrin, Odrin. Madre mía. Qué tío más loco. ¿Por aquí qué hay? Por aquí puedo bajar. Vamos a ver el mapa. Parece bastante grande. Mira, aquí hay una posada. Bueno, el mapa es así de grande, pero... Y antes, ¿dónde estábamos? Ahora estamos aquí. Y antes creo que estábamos por aquí. O aquí. Hemos hecho todo este recorrido. Bueno, de momento todavía tenemos misiones en el campamento. No me gustaría irme del campamento sin completar las misiones, pero claro, puf.
Trouble. Looking for something?
Paso.
You heard? They've
Dios mío, qué pesados. Este también está buscando a Odrin.
What do you want?
¿Qué coño es Odrin?
I collect old coins.
Here in the camp, are you?
I heard there are some overseas coins floating around. Square, with a fish on them or something.
Don't know nothing about that. Odrin, where are you?
Oh, otro evento.
Piss off out of here.
You're talking to an elder, so show a little respect, you pricklicker.
Respect for you? This is no place for crappers like you. Out, I said.
Aye, true. Join the pigs in the pen, that's your place.
Are you all right?
You'd best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock. I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The spectres...
Come on. Nightmares are common. Started...
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars.
Mucha conversación en este capítulo. Demasiada, quizás.
I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper. Curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing. A spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
¿No estás
I
exagerando?
didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
¿Para qué fuiste a la ribera?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demaven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
Muchas cosas hay en el burdel. Sobre qué sucedió todo esto.
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no
Las damas de
idea
medianoche.
I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
Podría deshacerme del espectro.
I'll deal with the spectre, but you should know a witch's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Will you do it for that?
Supongo que no queda otra.
All right.
Hello.
Otra misioncilla secundaria.
Where are you?
Y había unos tíos, pero creo que se han ido, ¿no?
Hello. What?
Tommy. ¿Dónde estaban los tíos estos? O sea, ¿dónde se han ido los tíos estos? Oh, ahí hay un elfo. Esto no lo había visto yo antes.
No talking to the prisoner. What do you want?
¿Has soltado algo
Anything
interesante?
important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet. And he didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact. Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the Royal Mages asked him about. Who it was, and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
¿Cómo lo habéis
How did
atrapado?
you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely alive.
He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was.
As if a mad medic slashed him with a giant scalpel. Aiming at their arteries, no less. For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes, even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
¿Puedo hablar con él?
Can I talk to him?
You're all right. I've heard you've been helping our lads. Talk away, but be quick. If the corporal sees you, he'll have your balls. And ours.
Bloody fat girl. What do you want?
Information.
¿Quién eres?
You from Yorvith's unit?
I'm proud of it. Yorvith will avenge me.
Maybe.
Te atraparon por mi
I'm
culpa.
responsible for you being captured.
I don't understand.
I warned Yorvith that the Kingslayer had betrayed him. Your leader's alive because of me.
You lie! You're not one of us.
Never claimed to be. I'm not interested in your fight, nor in that of the humans. I have my own goals. I'm hunting the Kingslayer and need information. Will you help me?
I'd rather not reveal anything to the Dwan. Do you know Elder speech? The Thurmen and Rendon Fest.
El asesino de Reyes tiene dos camaradas. Lez apareció un día y empezó a matar sin decir palabra. El guerrero más terrible que he visto en mi vida. También son brujos, llevan medallones de serpiente colgando en sus cuellos. Serpiente, no lobo. No tuvimos ninguna opción, pese a que nuestros superiores numéricos nos mataron a todos. Pero por algún motivo pues he desapercibido, se olvidaron de rematarme. ¿Para quién trabaja? No lo sé, pero es alguien experto en política. ¿Cómo lo sabes? ¿Dónde puedo encontrarlos? Siguen por la zona de los codintios los barrancos, pero es como buscar un agujero en un pajar, son todos un laberinto. ¿Conoce sus planes?
Wanneer senden el?
Les escuché decir que Cerrit aborrecía nuestra comida. Una vez dijo que Aukes que tenía ganas de llegar a Revier, que soñara con comer roast beef. ¿Redanianos? Tiene que ver los redanianos. Adiós.
Oxen en seret est eleken. Vel mert Gwynblade Kenneth Belk. Vedden emeth Gwynblade. Say de step gatis en tred winnes. Vafel. Odren!
Oh Dios, qué pesado.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Odren! Here, boy! Odren!
Digo... ¿Dónde están los que estaban acosando al tío?
How did ye wind up here?
¿Serán los de la cantina? Pesjanos, igual que yo. No me pilla ningún nombre. Olaf.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Pues no tengo ni puta idea dónde están.
Oh my god.
Este capítulo creo que le voy a acabar rápido. Me estoy rayando muchísimo. El campamento es súper grande. No sé qué tengo que hacer. Así que voy a dejar de grabar ahora. ¿O no?
Camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air. Need some help, monster slayer?
I want to talk, dog of war.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings, Captain.
Me estoy rayando mucho con tanta conversación. Voy a dejarlo aquí el capítulo. Espero que os haya gustado y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo. Seguiremos conversando un poco y ya saldremos de este campamento, porque madre mía, qué pesados, todo el rato hablando. Y voy a mirar ahora así relajadamente un poco lo que tenemos que hacer y así preparo el próximo capítulo. Así que nada, espero que os haya gustado y hasta la próxima. Chao.